Hello, my number champions. So good to have you back. I know. Exams are just around the corner, and we need to be ready, right? So today, we're going to tackle a chapter that always shows up. Big numbers. Thousands. Don't you worry, we're going to do a super quick revision, and you'll be scoring full marks for sure. Ready? Let's begin.
Okay, before we even touch our books, just think about this for a second. Where do you see big numbers all the time? Come on, on your favorite YouTube videos, right? Or there's Instagram reels with thousands, sometimes even lakhs of views. Well, today I'm going to let you in on the secret to mastering these big numbers. And trust me, it's way easier than you think. To get us started, let's look at a story.
So this chapter kicks off with a really lovely story about two friends, Jaspreet and Gulnaz. They're doing something wonderful, organizing a Langar, which is a big community lunch at their Gurudwar. It's all about seva, selfless service. But it also comes with a pretty big math problem for them to solve.
Get this. They're expecting about 1,000 people. Can you just imagine trying to count every single person as they come in? 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, you'd get so confused, and it would take forever. There has to be a better, smarter way to deal with a number that big, right? Of course there is.
And that's where our secret weapon comes in. This is the magic key for handling any big number. It's called place value. Seriously, this one simple idea is all you need to understand 1,000, 1 lakh, or even bigger numbers you can't even imagine yet.
So what is this place value thing, really? It's super simple. Think of it like this. Where a digit is sitting in a number, its position tells you its real value. Is it in the ones house, the tens house, the hundreds house, or this big new thousands house we're talking about today? Each spot, each house has its own special power.
Okay, so how do we actually build these big numbers? Well, it's all about the magic of the number 10. It's like building blocks. You gather 10 ones, and boom, they become 110. Now, you gather 10 of those tens, and what do you get? Yep, 100. So, what do you think happens when you put 10 hundreds together? Poof, you get 1,000. It's just a simple pattern, see?
And this diagram here, it shows you the idea perfectly. Look, you start with a tiny little 1 cube. Put 10 of them together, you get a 10 rod. Put 10 of those rods together, you get a 100 flat square. And finally, 10 of those flats make the big 1,000 cube. See how it works? It's just groups of 10 building up and up and up.
You guys are getting this, I can tell. So, how about we try a little challenge, huh? Nothing scary, I promise. It's just a quick check to make sure this idea is really sticking in our brains. What do you say? Cello, let's do some practice.
Okay, first question for you. Imagine you're at 900, right? That means you have 9 of those 100 flat blocks. The question is, how many more do you need to make it a full 1,000? Go on, pause, and think about it for a second if you need to.
Did you get it? It's 100! Of course it is! 900 plus 1 more 100 gives you 10 hundreds, which is exactly 1,000. Shabash! Fantastic job! You're doing great!
All right, ready for the next one? This one's a little trickier, so listen carefully. I'm going to give you the parts. 7 thousands, 0 hundreds, 2 tens, and 4 ones. Put them all together, what number do you get? Think about where each digit needs to go.
The correct number is 7024. 7024. Now, if you wrote 724, don't worry, that's a super common mistake. But this is why we must never forget the 0. The 0 is a hero. Its job is to hold the hundreds place and shout, "Hey, there are no hundreds here." Without our hero 0, the number's value completely changes. It's so important.
Amazing work on that quiz. Now that you've got a handle on thousands for your exam, let's do something fun. Let's see where these big numbers pop up in the real world, outside of our books. You'll see they are all around us, right here in our incredible country, India. Wow, just look at these incredible pictures. On the left, you see the magnificent Indian rhino. What a powerful animal. And on the right, that's the famous Thousand Pillars Temple. And believe it or not, both of these have stories to tell, stories that are full of thousands.
Let's check out the actual numbers. Did you know that today, there are around 4,000 Indian rhinos roaming in the wild? That's a huge conservation success story. And that amazing temple in Karnataka, it literally has 1,000 pillars. And the coolest part is, no two carvings are the same. And what about our country's coastline? It's over 7,500 kilometers long. Isn't that just wow?
See, I told you, thousands are absolutely everywhere. Okay, my champions, it's time for our final challenge of the day. We're going to play a little game called Who is Bigger? Now, this is a question you will definitely see in your exams, but once you know the secret rule, it's one of the easiest marks you'll get.
All right, here we go. In this corner, we have the number 3012, and in the other corner, 3102. Look closely. Which one do you think is the bigger number?
And the winner is 3102. But how do we know for sure? Here's the secret rule. You always start comparing from the far left. So first, we look at the thousands place. Uh-oh, they both have a 3. It's a tie. No problem. We just move one step to the right, to the hundreds place. Aha! One number has a 0, and the other has a 1. Well, we all know 1 is bigger than 0, and that's it. That's our winner. 3102 is the bigger number. Simple, Hannah?
And just like that, we're done. We've covered all the main ideas of this chapter. You all did such a fantastic job today. Now, before you go, let's do a super fast recap just to lock in everything we've learned. So, what are your new exam superpowers? Let's list them out. Superpower number 1, place value is your new best friend. Just remember the houses, thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. Superpower number 2, the 0 is a hero. It's a placeholder and it's super important, so don't you forget it. And superpower number 3, when you have to compare numbers, where do you start? Always from the left. Got it? I am so proud of how well you all focused today. Just remember these simple tricks, and I promise you, when you see these questions in your exam, you'll find them so easy. You are all number superstars. Now go and do your absolute best. I'll be cheering for you. See you in the next explainer. All the very best.